Alrighty, hard and soft aces. But meanwhile, hello Panther! Goodbye Panther, you're dead. I've been playing badly. I've been playing bad, I've been bad. Bad. Not winning much. Just undergone my worst period in Blitz. And as I'm fond of saying, you can blame your teams or you can look at yourself, and I've been bad. So I thought, back to tier 5 for you, young man. Seriously. And the only tank that I have not aced in tier 5 is the KV220T. And that is because it is an OP monkey of a tank. And it's pretty much idiot proof. And given that I have been an idiot of late, I decided that I would make myself play the KV220 until I aced it. Now, what inspired me to do it, I have no idea, because to be honest, I've played it about 140 games in it, I still haven't aced it. I've got a Raz in it, I still haven't aced it. There are some severely good seal clubbers, individuals playing this tank, man, because I don't know what to do with it. But as you progress through the game and you care less and less about your win rate and more about trying to ace tanks, this tank becomes a constant source of frustration to me, not least because I've got to drive it in an attempt to ace it. And oh my god, is it slow and bulky and undynamic. It is the last word in undynamic gameplay. It lumbers around the battlefield with about, as much excitement as driving the Tortoise or the AT2 or, I don't know, what is it, the VK, whatever it is, P at tier 8, which is a really tough tank, and I get on with it really well, but I can't stand more than about 4 games in it because my attention deficit disorder kicks in and I'm like, oh god, I need to drive a light again. So anyhow, I'm driving this KV220 game, right, and I'll talk about the game now and stop talking about my difficulties with acing this bitching tank. And as you can see, it's not gone particularly well, and as I feared, it took a while to chew through the KV1, which is just a fact of life. I got a couple of bullshit bounces as well, and meantime the team have done the age-old tradition, which is to do the world's longest flanking manoeuvre and get absolutely wrecked by the enemy meds and lights. So I'm now left in my massive steel coffin with a flank full of highly mobile red lights and meds, and life is not good. They've only lost 2 tanks. I've got a Leo in my butt, but fortunately this tank is well hard. It is pretty much idiot proof, and like I said, when you're not playing well, my best advice is drive something that is idiot proof and make yourself have a minute, drop some tears, have a think about life, get some confidence back, and then get back on it. So that's what I've been trying to do here. I've got about 1.2k damage. I've bounced about the same, which you should be doing in this tank. Everything that Sherman has shot at me has so far gone in except that shot. I need to get him gone, he's the priority. So I do, and I shoot him in the butt, which was a bit rude. I've seen those miss. And I'll consider going down to help the Strav, but this is what I mean about going back to basics. You can't save them. I mean, Strav's had a good game. I did thank him afterwards, but sometimes you can't. You really can't save them. You need to get, in a position to play out the end game, and that's kind of what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm not. It is about chasing the Leo. But I'm not really worried about the Leo. He's not spanking Pramo. He's playing honest. I'm more worried about getting in a decent position to try and pull off a Kolobarnov, and my consideration of a decent position in this circumstance is actually to get behind this rock and hold down, because this tank is rock hard, and I really just want them to come at me one by one, because that would be ideal. The Krupp pushes. I think he's kind of done the right thing ish. I think he probably was expecting his teammates to give him a hand. And to be fair, the Biscuits come round to try and help out, and the Leo has been doing his best to be, you know, a pain, so fair enough. So I'm now on 1.8k damage. I've bounced 2k. That is a BS shot into the Leo. They rarely hit with this gun, and frankly that is as well. It's more of a hit and hope than anything else, but it went in. So all good. So I'm now up to 2.1k. I'm on 4 kills. I'm about to probably pull off a Radley's if the Leo is going to be nice and, you know, accommodating and not run away and use his light camo to be generally annoying and draw the game, because I'll never catch him in this. I mean, like, Jesus, painful. I'm like, oh god, are we going to go around this building? I'm going to chew through my iPad. Oh no, he does the sociable thing and shows me his ass. Very nice. So 2.5k damage, 2.2 bounced, a Radley's, I believe, Kolobarnov, a Top Gun, a steel wall. I hope it's a bloody steel wall for that. A first. Like, what have I got to do? I mean, I know I'm playing the player base, but jeez, man, that is a hard tank to ace. It's the only tier 5 I haven't aced. So I started thinking about it, right? And I thought, right, well, there's aces and aces, isn't there? So I'd look through the garage, and I thought, what other tank in my garage is totally noob proof, seeing as I'm just crap at the moment. So I was like, the Jumbo Sherman. So the Jumbo Sherman, boys and girls, back in the day, was decommissioned from the tech tree at release 5.5, correct me if I'm wrong, and hence is no longer freely available to buy for credits, buy for gold, buy for cash. To all intents and purposes, it ceased to exist. And arguably, if you traded it in for gold, so you could buy, I don't know, a premium tank, or you just wanted some gold, it was probably a mistake, because I think it's probably my favourite Sherman. I'm a bit weird like that. Now, what it's got going for it is a number of things. From an acing point of view, nobody plays it. Nobody, like, people can't buy it anymore, and even if they could, it wasn't played much before anyway, particularly, and this, that, and the other. The other thing it's got going for it is if you're playing absolute cack, then all you need to basically do is front this tank up at the enemy and use the gun depression on it, and it will do really, really nasty things to people. So basically, it's kind of noob proof, and very much like a heavy tank, all you got to make sure is that you don't get shot in the ass or in the sides, and you face forwards, and preferably you have a kiddie from the No Name Needed clan in an OPVK playing with you, who's going to help you clear a flank. And so far you think this game's pretty unexceptional. Well, spoiler alert, it kind of, I mean, this is what I mean about having hard aces and soft aces. This is a really, really simple ace game. Not just because the numbers are on my side, but because everything is just basically going to fall into place for me. So there we go. I mean, I'm getting bounces because I'm angled. There's an MT25 on the left. He thinks he's some kind of sniper. There's no TDs on the enemy team, which isn't a worry. The VK's doing an absolutely boss job on my right, pushing everyone in sight. I can angle up to one target only and literally farm him up. And the other thing this tank's got going for it is because there's not many in the game, people have forgotten fundamentally how to deal with it, like what to do with it. They just sort of look at it and go, it's a Sherman, look, it's a Sherman. Why can't I penetrate the front of that Sherman? Why does it look like a wedge thing? Yeah. So you got that going for you as well. So I'm going to push around to this, the M25, and he's going to scarper, which is entirely sensible. And look, lo and behold, yes, an AFK. Oh yeah, man, that's what I need to ace the KV220T. I need 3 AFKs that I can farm and get assistance damage on. Jeez. And I'm like, right, okay, so I'm going to take all the hit points off the AFK. I'm sorry, boys and girls, but it's there to be done. The game's won anyway. I mean, look at the score on it. So I'm now up to a totally unjustified 2k damage with 410 bounced. And the team, other than my mate in the VK, who's just sort of bossing the battlefield and being all the VK that he can be, have done the accommodating thing and just sort of like backed off the last 2 tanks. It's, you know, they're sort of thinking about, I don't know, swimming in the harbour or capping, or I don't know. They're just doing a thing. Eventually they sort of wake up to the idea that there's a couple of tanks left. The VK's moved his big heavy slow arse across here, and me and him are going to do the MT25. I cap the MT25, he caps the MT25. He's saying negative because he wants the kill. Well, brother, I'm playing for damage anyway. I'm going to shoot this guy in the butt and I'm just going to carry on. You can have him. I want the hit points on the good old-fashioned Churchill, which I'm hoping will be side on. And all I need to do is shoot him in the side, but because I'm crap, I miss. And I'm like, oh god, okay. You can tell, this is sort of mode of thought. I mean, I ram him, I was like, oh, some ramming damage, and I'll shoot him in the side, and I'll bounce the shot off him, and then I'll wait for everyone else to shoot him, and then I'll reload and I'll take him. And there you go, 2.7k, 3 kills. And that, in a Jumbo Sherman, is an ace. It's just simples, isn't it, compared to the KV220T. Anyway, back to trying to ace that monster. Hope you enjoyed. See ya. Bye.